Why, aloha, it's Eric and Julie Zemelis with 365 Hawaii.
And today we're going to be able to take you guys to an amazing food adventure. We have decided to come to the Hawaii Food and Wine Festival here at the Mauna Kea Resort.
It's making me hungry already.
Right, so get ready for our adventure.
Everybody could take their seats. That would be great. Aloha!
Aloha! The first course is paired with this aperitif champagne that is from a family vineyard from 1890. And the sun just set, super round red ball in the ocean. And one of the local DJs is actually emceeing this tonight. So it is shaping up to be an amazing night. We are eating art tonight. This is a kampachi. And it has all these little flavors and little sauces and yummy yummies. Third course is a sweeter wine with a foie gras. And the guy said, if you don't like foie gras, raise your hands, I'll take it away from you and I'll eat it myself. So I haven't had foie gras before. So this will be an experience. And I'll take you with me on this little tasting station. How pretty is that? So I have to admit, there are days you trust the chef, even though you're not too sure exactly how it's all gonna go when you put this in your mouth. Oh Lord, man. Oh, this is a liquid, soft butter. Heaven, melt in your mouth, yum. This is why we live in Hawaii. Local Hawaiian prawns over a Indian curry served with a really tasty Riesling. I'm telling you guys, this night doesn't get much better if you're a foodie. Spicy coconut, oh, the arugula, local good stuff. Oh, you guys. Just telling Eric, I'm looking around this whole experience. There's like red lights up into the trees, and there's vines coming out of the trees, and there's like, big, huge, trunks. This is all fake when you see it at Disney World, Disneyland, Disney World, Orlando Studios. We're like in the reality of it's really happening right here, and it's pretty awesome to say, yeah, we're having braised short ribs with Mountain Feeder Cabernet under this real canopy of Hawaii. Okay, this is beautiful. This is a pavlova with island yummies with a pahoa berry, and this is an Italian Moscato. You guys, this is like Hawaii meets Europe. Okay, we're with Chef Alan Wong, one of the co-founders of the food festival this evening, and I wanted you guys to get a chance to listen to him talk a little bit about the history of the food festival and how we ended up here at the Mauna Kea. So, Chef Alan Wong, give us a little background on what's happening.
Aloha, be glad to. Well, what started very small on Oahu grew to include the Big Island and then to Maui, and 3 days of events turned into a month of events.
Right.
And so what's important is it's a nonprofit. We've provided over $3.1 million to community charities. And the most important thing about the festival is it puts a spotlight on Hawaii. Our culture, our food, our farmers, and it tells the world what we really have here in terms of what we eat and the bounty of Hawaii.
So let me ask you, we got a chance to see some different chefs from Texas and Kentucky come in tonight. Okay, so what's the value of bringing in different people from different parts of the country?
Well, when you bring chefs from all over the world, and you ask them to cook with local ingredients, they walk away with a sense of wow, I never knew you had this here. I never knew you grew this here. Or what wonderful product.
Right.
So they spread the word.
Ah.
Right? I'll tell you a funny little thing. People around the world think, we put pineapple on a burger and pineapple on a pizza, and that's Hawaiian food. Well, that's far from the truth, right?
Yeah.
And there's a difference between Hawaiian food and the food of Hawaii. But when you have these chefs come, use local ingredients, and they go back and they spread the word about what's really happening in Hawaii, it just makes Hawaii, even more spectacular in a culinary sense.
Everything was prepared like artwork. It wasn't just a taste, it was the way that it looked. And it came off as just like every single bite was eating a piece of art. That was probably the most I'd say, of course you expect awesome tastes here, and the wine was amazing too. But the way that each plate was carefully constructed to make it look like an art piece, that was probably one of the more beautiful things.
Sometimes as chefs you have to kind of like stay out of the way, let the product shine for itself. But these chefs really pour their hearts into the dish.
And the flavors definitely came out.
They're proud of it. And they want to do good. They want to show off the product and their talent.
Yeah. So, okay, question for you: for 2022, you expect hopefully hopefully the pandemic will be over. Will you come back to Mauna Kea?
Interesting question. Hopefully, because the executive chef here, Peter Abakar, actually started with me.
I like Peter. We
Yeah.
we actually did a video about him over at the Puna.
I took him right out of culinary school into the canoe house. Good guy, great staff.
Yep.
The hotel is wonderful, and I hope we bring him back.
Good.
Mauna Kea.
This is a beautiful venue.
It is.
Yeah. So if you guys want more information, HawaiiFoodFestival.com. There you go. Aloha.
Well, I feel like I've had a good amount of very good food tonight. How about you?
Well, and the wine.
And the wine. We had like 6 different types of wine to go with our
Oh
great
my
food on
gosh,
top
it
of
was a
that.
decadent experience.
Yeah. So all in all, I would say a wonderful night. We haven't been to a food event in a very long time with COVID, so this is our first real food event.
Yeah, and just let you guys know that normally this food and wine event, tonight should have been a walk around with your glass of wine and get a chance to sample different experiences. But they had to do a sit down. But it worked out for us because we got a chance to just, take pictures of our food. And I think one of the cool things too was I got a chance to interview Alan Wong.
Yes, that was good. Yeah.
All
in all.
Roy Ramaguchi was here tonight. So if you're kind of a foodie, Roy Yamaguchi founded the restaurant chain Roy's, and Alan Wong is a famous chef in Oahu, and the two of them helped create the whole Hawaii Food and Wine Festival. And they put it on Oahu first, and they kind of crept over to Maui and the Big Island. And it was just, sometimes we laugh and say we don't always get the coolest things here on the Big Island, but that was amazing.
And we're glad we were able to bring you guys along too.
Yeah.
Our goal is to do more food events.
Yeah.
They're tasty, and you guys seem to love them. So
Yeah, and you know what? If you can't have a decent wine event, have an amazing Manta experience.
yeah, you guys see the magic we just did. It was really cool
The
too.
Mantas were right there next to the rocks.
Just going
So,
on.
you know what? If you guys, even if you can't come to the Food and Wines Festival, come to the Mauna Kea Resort, because not only do they have a beautiful beach here, you get a chance to see the Mantas at night, and of course, Manta Restaurant is an amazing experience. And where we're sitting right now, there's a fire pit, and this area has an amazing view over the bay.
And with that,
We
we'll
say aloha.